Welcome back to my channel. Hopefully you guys are all having a wonderful day so far, and as always, just thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to stop by to see what kind of video I have today and what I'm up to. So here recently I got a comment from a viewer of mine, a subscriber, and they asked me what my top holy grail drugstore makeup products were. She's just now getting into makeup, so she doesn't really know where to start, and so she wanted to know what my recommendations were and what some of my personal holy grail favorites were. So it sparked an idea for me, and it's going to actually be a 3-part video. So this is going to be the first one. I'm basically going to show you my top 13 makeup products, basically taking a look from start to finish, and I'm going to break everything down today, but my next video is going to be a very natural look using these products, and then my third video will be a very dramatic nighttime type of look. So I'm going to show you guys the products that I love, how to take them from a daytime look to a nighttime look. And this one's going to be the first one. This one's going to be the one where I break everything down. I'm going to show you what products I chose and just kind of explain to you why I love them so much and why I recommend them to you guys. So if you're interested to know what my top 13 holy grail makeup products are, then just keep watching. So when I start a makeup look, I first start off with a very fresh, cleansed, moisturized face, and then I automatically go to a primer. I always start off with a primer. I notice a huge difference in the longevity of my makeup and just how it looks throughout the day and how it wears throughout the day. And number 7, Shine Free Primer, which stops shine for a matte finish. Now, the reason why I picked this particular one is even though it mattifies your face, you are able to wear it still even if you have dry skin. As long as you apply a good amount of moisturizer before you apply your makeup and before you apply this. I typically like to wear this in my T-zone. That's the area that I tend to get the oiliest during the day, so this really controls that oil. It helps disguise lines and flaws, minimizing blemishes, filling in pores, and it contains watermelon and cucumber extracts to help soothe and cool your skin. So again, I feel like it can be worn by different people. It just depends on your skin type, but depends on how you apply it and just like the application process of it. Next, moving on to foundation. This one I picked up a few months ago and I love it, and that is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. It is typically for normal to oily skin. They have a Fit Me foundation that is for people with drier skin, which I also own, because again, it just really depends on the season and the time of year that we're in. So what I love about this foundation is that it's very customizable. So there are days where I want to go for more of a matte kind of finish, and it's very easy to achieve that look because that's pretty much what this foundation does. But I also will mix this with other type of illuminators or more dewy foundations, and it really switches up the look that it gives you. But the wear I feel in this foundation is just so on point considering how inexpensive it is. If you have not jumped on this bandwagon, you are missing out. You have to try this. Moving on to concealer. I have to give it up to my Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, and I'm in the color medium, and this by far is the best that I have found. It's so creamy, it's so easy to blend into the skin, it sets beautifully, and as long as you set it, which I always do no matter what kind of concealer I'm using, you won't have that awful creasing that some concealers can give you. I've never personally tried it myself, but I have heard through other beauty vloggers that this is very comparable to the NARS Creamy Concealer. I don't know how true that is, but I have heard it from a few different vloggers, and if that's the case, that is awesome because you're comparing drugstore to high-end. So if the finish and the wear of it is very comparable, to me that is a win in my book, because you're only paying a fraction of the price for this baby. So yeah, that's my concealer, my holy grail concealer. This by far has been one of the best beauty surprises that I've personally tried myself, and that is the High Definition Under Eye Setting Powder from e.l.f. This actually was purchased probably like a month and a half ago, and I've been using it ever since, and yes. So it creates just a very velvety, natural finish under the eyes. I never have issues with my concealer creasing, and sometimes I will just run it down my T-zone, and it just sets beautifully. I picked up mine from Target, but there have been times that I have gone in since I picked this up a month and a half ago and they haven't carried it, or they haven't had it, or they ran out. So I know they do carry it, but just in case, you can always purchase it online. They have a website and they have way more of a selection on the website. So yeah. Okay, the next products that I want to talk about are these liquid illuminators from Revlon. It is the Photo Ready Skinlights line. Oh god, these are my babies. So like I've mentioned many times already on my channel, you guys know that I love dewy, highlighty, glowy skin, especially this time of year. And like I mentioned with this foundation, how I love to kind of mix it in with different types of illuminators. These are the ones that I'm talking about. More specifically, this one. This is going to help give such a beautiful, natural glow to your skin. I have mixed it in with my foundations. I have used this as a base to my highlights on top of my cheekbones. Now, this one, I love to use this primarily in the areas that I contour or that I bronze up. This is perfection for that, and you don't need a lot. You get so much bang for your buck with these babies, so I can't wait to show you guys how awesome these work. I'm just so excited. Now moving on to the eye makeup. The brand that I'm talking about is Wet n Wild, and these two eyeshadows in particular have been my favorites since I picked them up. And out of all my makeup palettes and eyeshadows that I have, these have been my most used here recently. This one in particular, this one's called Walking on Eggshells, and I learned about the hype about this particular little trio from Tati here on YouTube. I will have a link to her channel below. She has awesome reviews on products. Whenever it comes to splurging on a pricier makeup product, I always go to see what she thinks about it first, because her reviews are so on point and she doesn't sugarcoat things. She tells it how it is, and she's just so informative, to the point, and she's just amazing. Anyway, what I'm getting at is she was talking about this particular trio in one of her videos, and had mentioned that these three colors here in particular are very comparable to three different eyeshadows from MAC. I'm not exactly sure which ones they are, but she says that they're very comparable. The color, pigmentation, everything is very, very close. I love finding things like that, especially for people out there who are students or moms or whatever, who are on a budget. You're getting that really great quality, that great result, but again, you're not paying that much. Now moving on to the brows, these two have been my favorite little duo as far as drugstore goes. And the reason why I'm mentioning two is because this is what I use to fill in my brows, but this just locks those babies in place. So I figured I would just kind of put two in one and put them as a little bundle deal. So this eyebrow pencil is from Rimmel, and I just have mine in the color dark brown, 001 dark brown. And I like to set that with this brow shaping clear wax. I was gonna say gel, it's not a gel. This clear wax from Milani. So yeah, there really isn't a whole lot to say. They keep your eyebrows looking nice and primmed and polished, and they stay locked and loaded with this baby. So what else can I say? They work awesome, and I can't wait to show you guys in my next video how well they work. Drink break. So good. So good. Moving on to eyeliner. I would have to say my favorite is the L'Oreal 12-Hour Infallible Super Slim Liquid Liner in the color black. If you want a liner that will just be black as night, it's incredibly matte, you don't have that like weird shiny finish to it. It's matte, it's easy to use, it's easy to hold and to work. You can really build up the intensity of the line. You can either make it very thin and natural or bold and thick. This is the eyeliner for you. I suck at doing eyeliner. I will be the first to admit that it takes me forever to get it done. I'm one of those people that will do one side, I'm like, okay, this looks good. You know, one side will be Tony Roma's, and then I'll do the other side and it comes out looking like McDonald's. But like I said, it's incredibly easy to use. Works great, the result is great, the finish is great, and the price is, like, you can't beat the price. Just can't beat it. Now moving on to mascara. This would have to definitely be one of my ride or dies, true loves when it comes to makeup products. I've had this baby around for a long time. That is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. It's perfection. I've talked about this mascara many times on my channel. Everything you want in a mascara, this does. It lengthens, it volumizes, it stays lifted, and it makes the most out of your lashes. I don't even know. It's like it's magic. It does some kind of magic wonderness to my eyes. It makes my lashes so... that makes sense. Now moving on to lashes. These by far are my favorites, ones that I have repurchased the most. And they are these from the brand Kiss, and it is in the style Ritzy Natural Black. They are the most natural, wispy, beautiful lashes that I have tried. As long as you take care of them, clean them, you can easily get 5 to 6 wears out of them. So for $3 or $4, 6 wears, you just can't beat that. You just can't beat it. There are many blushes from the drugstore that I love and that I use all the time and that I would highly recommend to you guys. But 'tis the season for glowy looking skin, and these are no exception to that trend. These will help you achieve that look. These are the Revlon, Revlon highlighting palettes. This one is in Peach Glow, this one is in Bronze Glow, this one is in Rose Glow. What I love about these is, one, the pigmentation is perfection. In my opinion, color is beautiful, but they're broken down into 5 different colors. So you can kind of mix and swirl it together, get a beautiful color that way. How I like to wear them is, on top you have like your most pigmented blush colors, and then towards the bottom is where you get more into your highlighting colors. So these few on top is what I like to use as a blush, and then I take these colors on the bottom and I use it on top as a highlight. The finish is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Now moving on to bronzer. This one has been another favorite of mine, and that is the matte bronzer from NYX, and mine is in the color medium. It's incredibly matte. There's no shimmer in there. There's no glowiness to it, which is perfect for contouring. As you can see, there's no like red undertone in there or anything, which is what I love about this product when it comes to contouring. When you want to contour, you want to create kind of like a natural shadow on your face, and shadows aren't red or orangey. There is a little bit of like a grayness to it. When you think about shadows, they're like dark gray. Makes sense. When it comes to explaining colors, like I suck so hard at it, but it's just basically, in a nutshell, it's perfect for contouring and warming up the face. Now moving on to lip products. I feel like everybody is very different when it comes to the finish that you want on your lips. A lot of people like very matte, very simple to the point. Some people just love the drama of glossy, voluminous, juicy lips, and this line has it all. And I'm talking about these Revlon Color Burst Balms. They range anywhere from matte finishes to more of a lacquer? Isn't that liquor? Girl, what am I talking about? To lacquer balms, which is going to be more of like your glossy type of finish. The color selection is beautiful. You have your very natural colors to your much more bolder, richer colors like this. But what I love the most, because let's be honest here, when we're wearing lip products and you are going to go out to run errands or you're going to go out to dinner, you want to make sure that you're comfortable. Me personally, I don't like to wear lip products that I can feel, that I notice that it's drying or that it's getting everywhere. That's just not my thing. And I go more for comfort, and every single one that I own is incredibly comfortable. Even my matte finish ones, which is, it's really hard to find good matte products that aren't going to be overly drying on the lips. It's hard to find. And by far, like if I had to just like live off of one line of lip products, it would have to be these, because you have everything. Yeah, these are my favorite. Alrighty guys, well that concludes this video. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed, and most of all found it helpful in some way. I hope that this kind of enticed you to try new products out, because again, like I've mentioned so many times throughout this video, I recommend all of these to you guys. I've had great results with these products and I love them. Many of them are like my ride or dies, holy grail products, and yeah, I hope it kind of entices you to try something new and something out of your comfort zone. Like I mentioned at the very beginning of the video, the next 2 videos that I will be posting will be looks using just these products. First look will be a very natural, everyday look, and the second one will be more drama, a little extra something. So you're able to see just how well these products work. Thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. Yeah.